One. Hello, hello, hello. We are gonna go outside. Is my battery charge on here? Yeah. Okay. I do not see who is online on our chat, but we're gonna go outside. Just give me a minute. Thank you all for joining. I need to get my glasses. I gotta see. So excuse me for 1 minute. We're gonna go outside and chit chat for a minute. I know we're late. I'm sorry. Had technical difficulties. Say hello in the chat for me so I can know who is streaming our live. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Um, just give me a minute. All right, guys, I'm here. I'm sorry. We're gonna stay right here for right now. I need my glasses. I don't know what I have done with them. But if you can say hello in the chat, thank you all for joining. I told you guys at 1 o'clock we will be going live. And let me just got all my stuff together here. Yep, got that. Got that. Yeah, got that. All right, so I'm gonna have two people right now in the live. It's good seeing you all. Let me just. We're not gonna be on here long because it is a holy week for some who celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, and also it's the Sabbath for some today. So, and it's a great weekend. It's a nice sunny day outside, so that's a plus for some of us. So let me just say hello to everyone in the chat. Quick. So this is our first live uh from our using our desktop here. I used to actually do live streams on my phone until YouTube decided to change their system of having a certain amount of subscribers and whatnot. And so for the longest, I have not done a live feed. And so today is officially the first day I have actually gone live for about 2 years. Ever since we started a YouTube channel, we used to go live, and I stopped because of the situation because I don't have enough subscribers, unfortunately. But it's great to be back on the live stream, and today we're going to discuss how to garden for beginners. So, one thing that I want to talk about is first is why should you garden? Why is important to grow your own food? Well, let me just step back for a minute and say uh, that let me just say like basically to say that I am a rookie gardener, okay, and I only been gardening for 2 years on my own, but it's in my blood. My grandmother is a gardener. She has flowers and she grows vegetables to this day and whatnot. And even my great grandmother. Uh, I am from New Jersey. That's why you see my name is NJ Cali Garden because I'm originally from New Jersey. Moved to California a few years ago, and I got into gardening about 2 years, 3 years ago. I had a YouTube channel in 2010 under a different name, and I had some videos up with no subscribers, none of that. wasn't nothing crazy. It was just me playing the keyboard, was trying anyway, learn how to play, and I posted a video. But then I started another channel, YouTube channel with a different email address, uh, about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and decided to get into the garden uh, bandwagon because I like to garden. And what made me want to garden was basically growing my own food and having something to do out here um, in my neck of the woods, basically. But one of the things, the reason why gardening helped me out was because my background is culinary arts as a chef. It helped me because the simple fact that in the culinary industry, as a cook, you go through a lot of peer pressure, you go through a lot of frustration in the kitchen, fast paced, uh, fast paced environment, stressful environment, and this is why you see a lot of chefs that commit suicide or they go through depression, they smoke, they drink. Me, I found my niche. I found my place of where I could go to relax and not just talk to just my wife or anyone else, but to also go and have found a peace that will give me some more even some more joy. So that's just my little background. I started with if you go to my our Instagram page, I have an Instagram page now. It's the is at NJ Cali Gardner. That is the name of the handle. It's NJCaliGardner. Um, and so what made me how I started with nothing really. I started with what looked like a dresser drawer. That's what I started off with. That as my raised bed. And that's how I started. And I had food grade buckets, 5 gallon buckets, 4 gallon buckets. To this day, I still have those buckets you see outside, even in some of my videos. I started with that. Okay. But how you start your garden off is by basically if you own your own property, and I mean own it where you have the deed of the to that house. That's how you own your own property when you have the deed. A lot of people don't realize that though. You still have to pay taxes after you own that property. Uh, you want to look in your backyard or your front yard, see where the sun rises and how many hours, and then uh, with a compass, look to see where the sun actually rises. So if it rises from the east, you'll know. If it rises from the west, you'll know. If it rises from the north, you'll know. And how many hours does the sun stay in that location? Okay, that's one thing. Number two is understanding what type of soil you have. There are different types of soil. There's clay, there's loamy, there's sandy. Okay, those three, and it's probably more than that. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to get a soil test. Okay, you either do it yourself or you can go to a soil test lab, go to your municipalities, call that extension, ask them where is the nearest soil test lab to get your soil tested, or you can go to your big box store, garden nursery, and find out where you can get a soil test packet. Okay. Once you actually test your soil, you want to know if it's alkaline. You want to know if it's acidic. Then you also want to know uh, uh, basically what you will need to amend into that soil. Sometimes soil could be lacking something and have more of a different like let's say nitrogen. It could have like uh carbon, which is nitrogen. It could have more acidity. It could have less phosphorus. It could have some calcium. It all depends, really, y'all. So this is why it's very important because one location might have more nitrogen than calcium or phosphorus. Okay, The other location could be more acidic. Okay, and it could be in different spots. That's one thing you should know. Another thing you want to do, you want to make sure once you test your soil, you know, find out. Number one is to find out what growing zone you live in. That's number one. Number two, get your soil tested. Okay. Number three, understand the sun location. Okay. Those are three steps that you want to do first. Okay. Especially when you're growing. And this is with growing in the ground. Probably in the next week or so, I'll do another live to actually do a thorough breakdown of how to actually do this. Cause this is my first time y'all going live, and I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why, but it's all good. So those are three things that you want to do. Um, for me, when I did start, I grew in containers. That's how I grow my food. I grow in containers and it grow back now. It was that raised bed that looked like a drawer, but it's no longer that. We got rid of that about a year ago, I believe, and now we use grow bags, which is great because the benefit when it comes to growing in containers is that you can move your stuff around. When growing in the ground, you have no leeway of moving that plant unless you dig it up, okay? And you don't know if that vegetable plant or flower gonna go into shock compared to growing in the container, okay? So it growing in containers and growing in the ground both have their benefits and both have their downfalls. Um, and at the beginner gardener, don't ever, and this is what I want to say. I see a lot of people, especially on YouTube, for some reason people are uh having this jealous spirit on over one another when saying that you're not a gardener if you learn from YouTube. Well, to be honest with you, how can you judge someone by the base of how they're trying to learn? Not everyone can learn by just reading a book. Okay, not everyone can learn by just going on by Google. Some people got to look by hands on. Some people learn hands on. So it's all different methods. So I don't want anyone that is a rookie gardener or is their first time gardening to feel like they can't garden, because you can garden and you're gonna have some ups and downs in gardening. We all do. You're gonna have a black thumb instead of green thumb when you begin, unless you're just all a natural gardener, like, and you pick it up real quickly. Okay, so don't feel bad if you have purchased plant starts. That is a plus. Don't feel bad if you're growing from seed and you don't know your seeds didn't germinate in enough time, or they die, because of too much light. Don't feel bad at all. Okay, that's one thing I want to tell you guys. All right, so that's just something that you should know. Growing from plant start is a great way to start off on when you are growing as a beginner gardener, because when you do this, you actually, you'll learn quicker, what type of plants, vegetation of like vegetables like squash, zucchini, tomatoes, and peppers. And these are spring crops and summer crops. Eggplant. You can grow cucumbers and different herbs like borage and thyme and oregano and parsley and cumin and coriander. Those things you can plant all those things and they will do well. But when it comes to growing from seed, is a longer process. Okay, so I have so basically we talked about soil, how to test your soil if you grow in the ground. If you grow in containers, you want to get you some raised bed potting soil, or you can use your straight potting soil. Organic is plus, because when you grow organically, you're not having any synthetic chemical. You're not having any chemicals that will actually could either stunt the growth. You could be eating the chemical. You could be uh basically eating toxic accumulated toxic things into your body. And so you want to be careful when you do that. So I would say get you a nice organic soil if you can. And it works when you know it's organic, you'll see it labeled OMRI. That means it stands to the horticulture and standards, and it has to be certified. If it's not certified, then it's not legally organic. That even comes down to farming. They also have to follow certain bylaws when it comes to or being or organic farming company. So and it all depends on what type of pesticide they use too. They could use sometimes they allow them to use a non-organic pesticide to combat pests. Okay, so that's another thing. It all depends on that industry. Uh, so you want to look at different potting soils. You also want to look at uh, what type of container you want to grow in because there are different types of containers. There are 3 gallons, there are 5 gallons, 4 gallons. 5 gallon containers, such as this bucket back here in my yard here. 5 gallon buckets, they do well for tomatoes, peppers, eggplant. Okay. You can also grow lettuce. You can only grow one cabbage head in a 5 gallon bucket, and it's gonna be small. So I wouldn't suggest to do that. You can grow. I have grown even peas, sugar snap peas in containers. You can also grow flowers, violas, as we have growing now in our garden. Sunflowers, any type of flower you can grow in a 5, 4, 3 count bucket. And that's one thing you can grow if you want to grow flowers. Like you can grow morning glory, nasturtiums, black Susan. These are different flowers, marigolds. Um, and so those are also beneficial to the garden for the bees, hummingbirds, butterflies. Nectar flowers, for instance, is great for hummingbirds and butterflies, even bees. So it all depends on what you want to grow. The most important thing from this live feed today is knowing your zone, knowing the microclimate you live in. That's very, very important because your microclimate uh, is can tell you what you can grow and what you cannot grow. A lot of people try to grow vegetable, especially fruit trees nowadays. Fruit trees that they're not supposed to grow in their garden unless, and it's tricky. And you can do it, but it's going to be some time. Um, you can grow. Some people can grow tropical fruit trees. Some people can't grow tropical fruit trees. Some people can grow like those type of fruit trees. They can grow probably could be that's tropical like mangoes, soursop, uh, moringa, for instance, uh, those type of things. And so here in Zone 9B, we can't really grow soursop because our temperatures are cool here in the Central Valley of Sacramento. So we can't unless we have a greenhouse, and that's another story. So know your zone, and I'm in Zone 9B. You might be in Zone 10A, 10B, and all you got to do for you beginner gardeners is go on Google, type in what zone you live in, and it will show up, okay, with the zip code and whatnot. Or you go to a planting website, usually like Stark Brothers, they have it. Dave Wilson Nursery will have what type of growing zone you live in, and you put in your zip code, and it will tell you what zone you live in. Hey, Star Duster 2, it's good to see you. Greetings. Thank you for joining our live stream. This is our officially our first live stream without doing our mobile phone live stream. I used to do them back in the day before YouTube switched over to the uh 1,000 subscribers thing some years ago. So this is our first live stream. It's been years since I have done one. But I was just saying that it's important for beginner gardeners to know their zone, what zone they live in first before they do anything. Know yours, and then please, everybody, if y'all can do me a favor, just share that I am live. I know some people were supposed to actually join the chat. I'm sorry that I am type of late. I had technical difficulty getting this thing working, but we got to work it. So I appreciate you if you guys can share that I am live. I know I'm already been hitting like 20 minutes. Dang, that's fast. I was just trying to do like an hour, but because I know it's the Sabbath for some people and everybody join their holiday of Passover, or they call it Easter, whoever celebrate this occasion, holy occasion. So I don't want to be on so long because I know everybody got things to do. Knowing your zone is very important before you do anything in the garden. And that's number one. Number two is if you're growing in the ground, knowing the soil pH is very important. Knowing what nutrients you need in that soil, and you can actually do it by getting like I told you guys, a soil test by a soil lab, or a doing your own. Going to a big box store, finding uh the little meter or whatnot. And also, number three is I was saying if you're going to grow in a container, using the right type of potting soil, well draining potting soil, or using something that is organic is a plus. And also knowing what type of container you want to use. And also number five is basically it is okay to use plant starts as a beginner garden. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people feel like it's a problem when you're gardening that you cannot use plant starts and grown from seed. I have it, and I'm gonna say this again. Do have it Instagram, and all you gotta do is go to look me up on Instagram by NJ Cali Gardener, and you will see the year 2017 when we started gardening in this area. I had plant starts and I had seed starts, growing things from seed. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with purchasing seeds. I have seeds right here in my hand. I got this from Lake Valley milkweed. I have another variety in my garden, milkweed. And it's from 2019. We grew moringa last year, okay, and the year before last, 2018 and 19. And so it all depends. You can grow an easier thing, especially growing from seed, guys. Let me just see if I can find it very quickly. One easy thing that you can grow from seed and get a great harvest. Yeah. I understand. It is no problem. I understand. I do celebrate the Sabbath. Today is Sabbath day. No one can go anywhere anyway, so it's good to just be in His presence and whatnot. No matter what, and so that's very important. But may He all forgive us all, because we all have sinned and fall short. Um, Another thing that you can grow from seed and that's easy is radishes. You get a quick mature day a day by 30 days with this variety. And this is Easter egg blend. If you like radishes, another thing that can easily be grown is watermelon. Well, this is not really that easy because like 75 days wait time. Radishes is easy to grow. Lettuce is easy to grow. And it's a quick crop, cut and come again crop that depending on what type of variety you have, if it's a head or just leaf lettuce, they are different varieties of lettuces, and they all have different times of maturity. So growing from seed is not an issue. Things that you can use if you want to grow indoors and you want to be on a budget, and you want to do things cheap, is to have one of these. Okay, this is a industrial lamp that they use for like construction. Sometimes you'll see this used, and this one has a clip. Uh, you know what you do for your moringa seeds? To be honest with you, grow them indoors. Have it on a heat lamp, like a lamp like something like this, or like on your LED light, shop light. And the best time to actually start moringa is when it's hot. They love warm climates when they first start. Grow multiple seeds with moringa. I don't know what it is. They like. I don't know. I really don't know why moringa trees like to be like in one container for some reason. Putting one seed of moringa into a pot is like a no for them for some reason. I don't know why, but it's weird. I had moringa here in Northern California, Central Valley. I grew moringa twice. Like, yeah, I'm telling you. But the thing is, too, it may be a little bit too cool. Our weather, and this is the other thing, too. Our weather has been so weird. And you're in a great spot. You're in Florida, so they should be doing very well. I don't know what part of Florida you're in. If you're in the northern part, maybe a little bit too cold. The central part may be okay. Definitely in the southern part of Florida, I definitely hear that a lot of people can grow it very easily. I'm in the Central Valley of California, and yeah, I know it's weird. Moringa trees are weird. A lot of people do start from cuttings, and they get a better crop with moringa. Mm, yeah, it's weird. Moringa trees, they are have some weird things. And the one thing I do suggest too, if you could get a tree sleeve container, I have one outside. I don't have it out here inside with me. Their taproot is so big and so long that it's best to grow them in a tree sleeve. Yeah, it is all good. I kid you not, it really is. Like it really is. I grew moringa for the past 2 years, and I had success and I had failures. And I just had a failure recently because I killed it on Instagram. But I was trying to do an experiment if it could do well here in Central Valley of California, because a lot of people keep saying it's a perennial, but it's actually a perennial and annual. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody they've been shouting me out lately. I guess because of my experience. And one thing I do want to do is really implement my culinary background with the gardening background because they both intertwine with each other. It's in dealing with food. I love food, but I like pastries for some reason. But I like food. And growing as a, and my this is what I want to do for young people. This is what I want to do for young people. People, because I'm not to my age, but I'm young and I'm married, whatnot. But a lot of young people don't know how to be self-sufficient when it comes to stuff like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. And I'm gonna tell you how I started. I started in 2009. Growing in a kit, growing herbs from seed. I didn't even have plant starts. I grew from seed herbs. It was easy seeds like basil and parsley, legit. And that's how I started. And I started when what's his name? John Collier from growingyourgreens.com. Everybody know about him. He blew up that first year, and that's how I started watching him on YouTube. Yeah, it's well needed. I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people don't realize that young adults need to know how to do it too, because especially with this quote unquote plague pandemic that we are in, people need to know how to grow their own food. It don't have to be a lot. It could be just a little small square footage of space. You don't have to have a whole bunch of acres of land to grow food. And that's one thing that people don't realize. Because in reality, that's more work you have to do, especially with maintenance and having a high water bill if you're not collecting rainwater or have a well. So that's the truth. But let me just get back to this right quick. I just want to say that growing from seed is very important as well. And I just did a video recently the other day on uh hey, look, do what you got to do. It's legit. Like it don't matter how old you are to be a gardener. You could do anything at any age. And that's one thing that people don't realize. They feel like they old. You ain't old. I tell people that you're not old until you get to your 80s. That's old. Late 70s, 80s, that's considered old. You're young when you're in your 30s, 20s, 50s, 40s. You're young. People got my grandmother is in her 80s and legit, she outdo all these young people out here nowadays. She does the most. She gardens, she shovels snow to this day. I don't understand why she shovels snow, but she like doing it. Yeah, you're still young. That's right. You're still young. I'm going to look, I'm young, so I ain't ashamed. I ain't really, and you know what? I know black don't crack because people think I'm 13 years old or 14, 15. I'm nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. So it's funny. But you can eat like when you do collect seeds, and you never too old too long. When you do collect seeds, you can use stuff like this. I have a container full of seeds. from years ago. Um, and so it doesn't. Whatever you like to eat, grow it. If you like spinach, grow spinach. If you like parsley, herbs like parsley, Italian parsley, flat leaf parsley, grow it. If you like to, let's see what else I got in here. You like peppers? I use old containers, recyclable containers. Uh, I even use Ziploc bags, sandwich bags, just to get started in the garden. Just to have, get my library up with my seeds. Another thing is have a journal or have a keepsake where like you just writing out what you can plant at a certain time of the year. Okay, and I got cut flowers here too. Zinnias. I just got these for our. This is for our. I believe it's for our fall, summer. Oh, midsummer, fall. Yeah. So understand. Look at this. My handwriting is not that neat, but it might be a little bit backwards. But this is what I have here. Okay. Have a journal for your beginning gardeners. Have a journal of what you've been doing in the garden, how you started. That's very important. Write down the dates that you planted certain things. Labeling is important. Having your mise en place, as you say in the kitchen, is very important before you do anything. Um, and I thought I had my. Yes, I do. I have it right here. Labeling is important. This is very important. Or using ice those ice popsicle sticks. You can use those. You don't have to use these. Use anything that you could do to put on your seed trays when you do grow from seed, or in a raised bed or in containers. Label what you have growing there, because you will forget. I will do a video for this for you. I'll do a video on that for you. I will. I have a bad tendency of not journaling because I think I can remember everything and I can't. I'm getting older now and I just forget, which is sad. But I need to start really implementing what I'm saying right now to you all. I got a bad habit of not doing it, but I do have that. You can use anything to grow your seeds in. Okay, you can use plastic cups. Hey, I do the same thing to label my stuff. I do the same. I got it. It actually is right next to my sliding door here. I got even duct tape, red duct tape, and I labeled. Matter of fact, I got a video showing some of my ceilings. I use red duct tape. I ain't have this. I just got these recently. I got it bad. And you recycling what you have is very important, y'all. I don't care what you say. You can use plastic cups, party cups from a dollar store. You can use your reused plant start packs that you purchased. Just wash them in soaping water, or bleach water if you have to. You can, if you go and you want to get the seed trays, some Jiffies, or like this right here. I have seed trays now. This is 72 count. I just split it in half, 72 count. It don't matter if it's from Hall's Tools. It don't matter if it's from the big box store. It don't matter where you get it from. Use what you can. All right, use what you can afford. That's what is important. Using what you can afford in the garden have a garden. Don't try to buy everything at once like I did. Okay, that's number one rule. Stay on a budget. Budgeting is important when it comes to gardening. A lot of people don't understand that. They think that they're supposed to buy everything at one time. No. Having a budget, if you gotta have a budget for $50 a month, to start out, do that. If you could do $100 or $300, yeah, exactly. You're right. Do that. You got to do what you got to do. If you got to, save money, save your money into your garden. Save the seeds. I just did a video on saving seeds. Save the seeds is very important as well, because when you save your seeds that you're growing from your garden, you can use those seeds, especially if they're non-GMO seeds. First of all, genetic, whatever it is, GMO, genetic modified stuff. Don't use that. Try to get heirloom varieties. This pack don't say it. I just had a pack. Flowers. So it says heirloom. Heirloom is a great source of seeding. Heirloom seeds are the best because you know you're going to get the same type of flower or vegetable. You're not going to get nothing out of the blue. Okay, that's man-made. Okay, it's actually authentic heirloom. It is the ancestor. It is the baby of that ancestor, basically. Uh, I got moringa seeds in here in a basil. What is this? Bay leaf container, old bay leaf container that I had. We got spinach. We got a lot of stuff in here. What else we got in here? Um, so and when you do start seeds, growing from seed, you can use potting soil. You can use a mix of a plantain mix from your big box store. You can do anything. Hey, Lad Farmer, what's going on? Hey, glad to see you here, man. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. What's going on? What's going on, Lad? Thank you for joining. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got a contest that we wanted to do for you. My wife could actually explain it more, but she's not in the room right now. But we have a video that I need you to look out for in a couple of probably tonight, later on tonight or tomorrow. It's a dance challenge that my wife talking about it. It's crazy, okay? I don't understand it, but it's just crazy. I can't really go into the full detail because I gotta actually put that video out. But it was my son's birthday last week, and we wanted to celebrate his birthday by doing a dance challenge, basically. And so we challenged you to a dance, okay? It could do anything you want to do. It could be anything you want. I don't care. But we wanted to have some fun because um my wife want decided because she liked your content, she liked your live streams, and she get a kick out of you. And she said you'll be fun just to do a dance challenge with it. You know what I mean? It could be anything. I know you probably don't dance. I do not dance, y'all. So that's one thing I don't do. Why you can't go live, Star Duster? That's not cool. If you got a laptop with a webcam, you could go live. Thank you, Star Duster. I'm gonna get off here like in 10 minutes, y'all, because I don't want to keep y'all for a long period of time. But I am gonna go live probably next week. If I have nothing on our calendar, I will go do another live stream and really get into depth with this. What? Okay, good. Okay, do anything you want. I don't want, and it could be. Thank you. This is our first. This is our first live on the computer. I did a live stream. I used to go live before YouTube changed everything. So I'm trying to break the shell of not being afraid to do live streams on a laptop and just be more active on my page, trying to share my content. I'm trying to get these young adults to garden. That's our desire, to get young people to, you know, not to be afraid to use their patios, like you have been talking about, using their balconies, use a small space. I have a, and it's not wrong with this. It's easy, but we make it hard for others, trying to scare people and to gardening and stuff. And it's not, you're not you could be a male, female, it doesn't matter. Gardening is very, very a relaxing thing. And it's great for exercising, getting your body back in shape. Thank you, lad. Thank you. I appreciate it. So and it's so funny, y'all. I went to because I always think ahead. I'm that type of person. I don't like wasting time. So because of this pandemic and a lot of seed companies are shutting down their web stream and their internet, their web pages and whatnot. I just recently went and I did order some fall crop. That's right. And I went to my big box store. I just mixed all this stuff together. Why did I do that? And I think, where did it go? Huh? That's so funny. Everything was together, and now I can't find nothing. I hate that when it happens. But so one thing, let me just get this here. One thing I did get was some zinnias for our fall summer fall summer season, I did purchase gold beets. We got some turnips, and we also purchased uh parsley from seed because my goal is to grow things that we like to eat. I do juice. That's one thing I do. We do in our garden, in our family, we juice. So, and I'm so mad at myself right now because I got scarlet kale from last year that we're gonna be growing in the fall. And this is one thing you want to think about, knowing your zone, knowing what you can grow in your garden. Um, don't be afraid, y'all. Don't be afraid. And that's one thing I want to say. I'm gonna get more in detail on everything. Zinnia. I'm sorry. Zingers. That's the new product. Well, that's the new seed. Um, we got white beets. This is from last year. That we're gonna be trying to grow this year in the fall. And this is so I got look carrots. And all my seeds are missing. The seeds I purchased. Now I thought it was in here, and it was. Scarlet, yo, and let me tell y'all something. For if you got citrus, if you grow citrus trees, I did a video recently on that too on my Washington Naval. You can grow like kale, you can grow strawberries around the perimeter of your fruit trees. Don't let nobody say you can't, because you can. Man, you can't get those seeds from nowhere. That's a new one, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Where is this seed at, man? I think I misplaced them. I know they're in my growing area where I have a new shop light. That I just purchased to grow my seeds for the fall and winter. Instead of using this is what I used in the beginning. So if you got to use this, use it. You don't got to go get those fancy LED lights. You don't. You could use this, or you could use a shop light. You want to go over 2,000 lumens. 5,000 is great. Get you a shop light. You don't got to get those fancy, nice garden things. Get you a I will show y'all, but I'm gonna show you in the video. Get you one of those nice metal shelves and lay that LED light on top of some books. Place that LED on top of the books, and you're fine. Yeah, that everybody protected because I know, y'all. Let me just say this about this. I'm not supposed to be getting off of here, but yo, I kid you not. There's so many people that I know personally that been posting that their family members been dying like crazy from this corona. It's no joke. It's no joke. It is no joke. Like it is sad. It's very very sad. So my condolences to anyone that have family members that's in the hospital right now suffering from this virus. Man, it's sad. I do know people personally that I'm not going to mention on here that does have it. It's just sad. I'm praying for them that they'll get their strength back, that the sickness will be removed from their body. Because it's not a joke. People need to know it's not it's very real. Yeah, it really is. It really is. And people are afraid. You know, if your job is essential like mine's, just do what you was taught to do as a kid. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. I know people before this even went national. I mean, and I'm a grown man, but we got grown men. I'm gonna talk about the men. I ain't talking about the women. Okay, I'm gonna get that straight. But we got grown men that don't wash their own hands when they come out the bathroom. That's disgusting. Like touching your private areas, using the stall, come out the stall, and then you just walk out the bathroom door like it's nothing wrong with it. You nasty. You nasty. That is disgusting. Grown men. This is not even kids. This is grown men. Well, I ain't want to talk about the women because I don't go. No, I don't do that. But I thank you for mentioning that, Stardust. I appreciate that. It is very nasty. And now everybody, you're enforced to wash your hands now. You got no choice. But you should always been doing that in the first place, Legit. Legit. Yeah, exactly. Well, I ain't gonna say all that, but yeah, you're right. Oh yeah. I got reused containers. I put seeds in anything. I got seeds in this old garlic, minced garlic, old Dijon mustard container, and this is my cover crop. You can grow cover crop in containers, y'all. Last year I did an experiment growing buckwheat and to get some nitrogen in my fruit trees. I just experiment with that. We also experiment with we also experiment with using a soil builder cover crop right here. Hope you can see that. This is what we used right there. In our raised bed grow bag. So you can do cover crop if you don't want to buy that bone meal or blood meal stuff from your big box stores or garden nurseries. You can use your own crushed bones, and your own blood, not your own blood, but animal blood, or bury with some squirrels, some dead squirrels, whatever like that, and just bury in the soil and let that decay and do what you got to do. Don't do like they doing in the state of Washington. Is they composting dead bodies? That's disgusting. They made that a law. Yeah. Oh, I love that video. That video was tough. I was like, my wife was looking at it. We was like, we should start doing that. Saving money. Save your money, people. No matter what. Save your money. Very important. Um, Another easy thing to grow, I could say, is this variety of beets. I've been having these beets for about a year now, as well. Is early wonder beets. Hey, do what you got to do, leg. Like look, for real, do what you got to do. That's your family. That's your house. That's your business. People gonna be judgmental anyway. Let's be real. People like to, and especially on YouTube, they like to be judgmental. I realize that a lot of people are jealous of each other on YouTube. You got to get that type of spirit out of your atmosphere. Being jealous of people is not necessary because you don't know what that person is going through in their personal life. So at the end of the day, mind your business. At this moment, and this is sad. I'm gonna say this. I know it's all subject, but we need to love one another. That is very important. Loving one another is very important. Um, we always should be loving one another. We should all take care of one another. Stop keeping family secrets. If your family going through an issue, I mean, is your family know someone that's in need, help them. You know, the best you can. If you can't help them, just say you can't help them. But if you got family that you know about, that from years past, like you trying to find out who's your uncle, who's your aunt, and you know where they at. You got a father that's missing, and you know where they at. Tell that person, especially with our African American people. They like keeping secrets, especially in the South. I'm from New Jersey. Let me tell y'all straight up. I'm from New Jersey. I got people that live in the southern areas of North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia and all that. Half of them I don't even know. They know me, but I don't know them. Yup, that's true. His channel, and it's so funny. I watched it. His channel just blew up this year. Just blew up this year like crazy. And it happens. You could be on YouTube for 5, 6 years, and out of nowhere it'll blow up. Especially when the content is something that is interesting. People cray everywhere around this world. People are cray overnight all over the world, and it's the truth. They don't like saying, they don't like, especially with the African American community, they don't like telling where we're from. Half our people don't know where they come from. You know, they say, oh, they be like, I'm from this, but where were your ancestors truly from? That is true. That is true. Sometimes you don't want to know. It is true, lad. That is true. There's some things that I don't be want to know. They still I like. I don't want to know. I don't care. But some things are important to know, especially when it comes to know your family history, where they're from, where you're from. What part of Africa your family originated from. That's what I want to actually say, not just where they're from in America, but because your bloodline is very, very important. Because especially when you have children, they need to know. A lot of people don't realize that Jewish people know way more. Their children know way, way more uh, of their history more than the our community. Put it like that. Exactly. Exactly, Stardust. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That and it's sad to say, our next generation, all they're gonna be known is for killing each other, robbing each other, and that's what it's not. That's what it's not. It's not about that. It's about loving on each other, teaching each other the right way, knowing that Or Dorsey, who was a woman named Or Dorsey, she's the one that created the doorknob and the doorstop. Black. The first inventor of the cell phone was a black man. Sold his patent to the to the government. This cell phone right here was made by a black gentleman. I think his name was Brown. So yeah, yeah, but this forget. And sometimes it's forgiveness too. It comes with forgiveness. A lot of our people are so bitter because of what happened back in the 400 years ago still, and they can't get over it because it's so overwhelming. That's another thing as well. A lot of young men that I was around that were affiliated with some things, they're hurting, you know, um, as well. They've been hurting for years and years and years because situations they've gone through, not feeling loved by their parent. Exactly, following the wrong ways. Yep, that's right, Starduster. So it's a lot we go through. But that's just something that we have to pray on to just pray for our young people that's around my age and younger, especially these little kids that's 3, 4, 5 years old that's following their parents' footsteps and thinking that welfare is something that's going to help them out for the long run, being on food stamps, not getting out of their own city, experience going out of the city of, let's say, what let's just make up a name, uh Baker Street or the city of Parsley or something like that, and they never been to the city of Hibiscus. We just making up stuff, okay? But at the end of the day, it's very important that they learn they're about their city, their state, but they also travel the world in the cities and stuff. Yeah, that some people don't. It does have to be earned too, lad. You're right. Forgiveness, but when you forgive, you feel better. And sometimes they might not say they forgive you, but at the end of the day, hey, Miss Fuller, how are you? I'm glad to see you. I was only supposed to be here on like an hour. I'm hitting the max, but it's all right. It's good to see you. Um, a lot of people don't know how to forgive, and that's another thing that they start developing when they have that all that built up in them. That's when anger come in. That's when oppression come in. That's when depression come in. That's when think that they are a failure come in. All those negative things start to manifest itself, and they have a heart and heart. But as long as you can forgive them and get rid of let things go, then you'll be fine. That's one thing that is the truth that I do know. You'll find a peace that start to manifest itself. So that's one thing that's very important. But I think I'm gonna get off of here, and I think I'm hitting the hour, so I don't want to be on so long. Come in, man. Little man, come in. Trying to get my son to come over by me right quick, y'all, so y'all can see him. Let me get him. You got a new outfit? Here he is. Hope y'all can see him. There you go. He's on the screen. This is our son, my wife's son. Thank you, Star Duster. It's very, very nice to meet you. I know some of y'all gotta get back to y'all to your day, your weekend. Please share this video or share one of my videos to someone you know that's interested in growing containers. I am going to actually do another live and really, really talk about growing in containers. I know I did not talk about it and really, really talk about how to start off, but yeah, that's true too, Led. You're right on that. You're right. Please share someone you know that's interested in gardening containers, that's want to really learn, because you can do it. You can grow on the ground. It doesn't matter. You grow with 4 foot, 3 foot of space. Say, hey, he's grabbing on my shirt. You interested in this? I think he's interested in the seed packs. I don't know. He just turned 1 last weekend, a week from last weekend. Yes, last weekend. And he's a tall guy. Okay, now you can't have this. Can't have that. Say hi. Not gonna say hi. We're just looking. He is yeah. Say one. Not gonna do the one. You just waking up. That's what it is. I think he just woke up, y'all. So he's acting shy right now. Once this is off, he don't be making a whole bunch of noise and playing and everything. More carrots? No. But this, they want the big can. Thank you, Stardust. I appreciate it. Yeah, we all need it. We all do need it. At this, especially in this time. Especially in this time. Uh, you know, survival matters. Knowing survival skills um around your belt is very important as well. Not a legal survival skill, but it's legal survival skills. Um, but it really does matter. We all need protection. Praying is very important to God, the Most High. Um, spending time with him, having a relationship with Him is very important. If I could say that, you know, if you call him Jesus, if you want to call him Yeshua, if you want to call him Elohim, Jehovah, He's one God, and we all need to have that time with Him, and it's very important. Exactly, that is true too as well. Start teaching them young people how to prepare is very important, because a lot of us they get a kick out of it. Yeah, legal survival skill. Because some people do some crazy. I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be all. But people do some crazy stuff, man. Legal survival skill. Some people do some crazy stuff. I have seen some stuff, man. That's right. You gotta comb every day. You gotta comb every day. I see some stuff that will blow your mind. Legit. That's what I'm trying to be, and I don't want to say so much on YouTube because YouTube will probably try to ban me. I'm not trying to get banned from YouTube. But yeah, people cray, man. I don't want to hold you all day. You get heavy. um, but we all need to be, keep our heads up, keep our heads up for real. Teach people, no matter if they old, young, how to not just garden, but have that safety net, how to save money, how to invest, in your future. Invest in your skills. Thank you. That's a blessing, Stardust. Yeah, we all need to be in His presence daily. Truthfully, some people are just weird. Before I get off on here, I just want to say too, having a seed chart on what to grow in your city is very important as well. So you can find that out if you go to your local nurseries. They usually have one of these seed starts. When to plant certain seeds and when to put them out. is also very important. Yeah, it's very important, guys. Like legit. I'm sick. Like I'll be watching you, like I'm telling you, I'll be watching. My wife think I'm crazy sometimes, but I'll be watching your videos, and I was telling her about how you made the wine and stuff, and it's so funny. I learned about wine. I took a class on because it's in my background culinary school. When I was in culinary school, we had to learn about wine, and that stuff that you was saying is so true when it comes to wine, like legit. Um, with the sugar contents and the yeast fermenting and all that kind of stuff. Because we don't realize that you could make wine out of fruit, any fruit you think of, you know. And the reason why it has those certain smells, like some people say oak, wood, all that kind of stuff, is because of the if it's in the barrel, it takes off those odors, you know, and it has the longer it sits, the more unique and flavor it gets. The older the wine, the better the wine. They say. I don't understand why, but that's what they say. And it costs more money, um, uh, as it goes on. Like with brandy, for instance, brandy VS, VS or VSOP, XOXO. It's over 10 years. Yeah, good. VS is like 5 years, I believe. VSOP is 10 years, and then XOXO is over the years of having that type of wine, or I mean, brandy. For those who drink like NJ and Jack Daniels and all that kind of stuff, bourbon is also the same in the same category, and that's made from corn, I believe. I have a book on from my lecture, my class that I took, dealing with grapes and stuff, for wine. It's just too much. Thank you for always, supporting us on Stardust. It really means a lot. We need to start really supporting our own people, on YouTube. No matter if they do grow in the ground or containers. I don't drink either, and that's the one thing I want to say. I don't drink. You can learn how to make cognac because it's still brandy. It's still whisk like a brandy. That's what it is. It's all the same. They just trying to make it's labeling. Yes, sir. Yes. You're gonna hit my face, y'all. See, told you. Why are you doing that? That's disrespectful. Really? Really? He doing the most now. He waking up, y'all. That's one thing, like you saying, keep all books. I have all my culinary books right now as I speak. The ones I used in culinary school. Yeah, ask Lady to teach you, Stardust. um, don't mess up this, please. Well, I got another one. I don't care. You're right. I got another. Daddy got another paper. I have all my culinary books. That's one thing they always taught us to do is keep. Really, really. Thanks for messing up the paper. Oh, that's what they always told us to do is keep all our culinary books. Uh, let actually tell you that because I don't know. Um, I never made wine, but on my own. But uh, you Led does know how to do that. I just learned it in school, wine tasting, rosé, and all that stuff. Red wine and all that kind of good. Okay, okay, okay. We're going here. No? Yeah, so it's very important that we learn. Definitely, y'all. Like I'm learning every day. New skills. I even when I'm using my growing my fruit trees, I don't always use the fruit tree fertilizer. I just use used coffee grinds, banana peels, and eggshells. So that's what I got videos on that. And I just because I'm gonna say this to y'all, growing in containers is expensive. Than growing in the all of gardening is expensive when you first start out. But when you do start, it gets expensive.
Well, I had to do wine tasting in school, culinary school, man. It was not my thing, and I'm not a drinker, so it was part of my elective that I did not want to take at all. But bartending and whatnot, I'm glad I learned how to bartend because you can make some money bartending, but it's not my thing. Growing barley, for instance, like people that want to do beer, you grow your own barley and hops and do that too as well. Make your own beer. You know, yeah, there you go. Yeah, say hi. Go over to the people, say hi. Say hi. You go wave. No, you just did it. So growing for a beginner, you it does don't if you're a beginner gardener, don't feel like you're not going to succeed in it. It just takes time. If you gotta purchase plant starts, do that. If you gotta, if you gotta, do both plant starts and learn from seed, do it. I grew tomatoes and peppers way before I was supposed to, and they're doing great. They're doing well outside, not indoors under a grow light at all. Say hi. You doing it now? You showing out now. You doing it now for some reason. Yeah, do it. So you can do it. Just experiment. Some people use a cold frame in the winter months, to grow certain things. That's fine and good. Got to do what you got to do. Use what you have already at home. That's one thing I can say. Use what you have already at home before you dive in. Go on YouTube. Go to the library. Read books. Go get all the information that you can. Do what you got to do. You know that people gonna have their own opinion about how you grow things because they was taught differently. It's a life investment. It is a life investment. And that's one thing that a lot of people that's doing this, that's now doing this is gonna realize it is a life investment when growing your own food. I'm gonna say this to y'all because I do know this for a fact. What happens in the culinary industry, the food industry, is this. If y'all notice prices going up in the market, the reason why prices going up in the food market is because once milk, flour, and eggs go up in your supermarkets, everything else rises. And for those, I'm gonna say this about the meat. The reason why you find it so expensive for chicken and all that kind of stuff is because pork is the cheapest thing out there because they know people could grab it quicker. I'm gonna just tell you that pork will always be the cheapest meat that people that eat, meat like chicken and whatnot, and it's expensive. They always gonna have a downgrade in something when it comes to that. Yeah, you got to grow food. You got to, no matter what. They gonna say stuff. People gonna say everything they want to say, but just grow what you love to eat, right, son? Right? Yeah. Food, and that's the one thing that I realized too that people always shop in grocery stores. They don't shop in the outer perimeter of the grocery store, like with the fresh vegetables and whatnot, because it is expensive. They always shop in the inward parts of the grocery store. It is, yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Right, the prices of food is going to go up. I just heard a rumor that they said that the farmers are uh, getting rid of a lot of their dairy from the cows and throwing it out, eggs and stuff and whatnot. I don't understand if that's true allegedly, but yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. You having a good day? Hmm? Yeah. So just grow what you like to eat. Keep it moving. whether it's a plant start or not, keep it moving. Enjoy life, your life. And we're gonna end with that, guys, because I gotta get going and enjoy my time with my family, like everyone else. And I thank you for everyone who has supported me throughout the years or year or month. I appreciate it. We are going to do another live. I will let you guys know when. I don't know if it's going to be next week or not, but we're definitely going to talk about going for beginners. And like I told y'all, use what you can afford. If you got to go get a light like this, start off with a daylight that's over 2,000 lumens. Get you one. It's light blue recently, so. But if you got to start off with this, get it. If you got to use a plant start, go shopping to your big box stores or garden nurseries. Go get the plant start. Why you just do that, son? That's not cool. Sorry about that, y'all. He just hit the computer. He got long arms. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be long lines anywhere you go. Anywhere you go, especially with this thing that's going on now. Wherever you go, there are going to be long lines. Unfortunately, because people are in this, people are afraid. People are afraid. They're fearful. And if you trust in God, He will supply all your needs, according to His riches and glory through Christ Jesus. You'll be amazed at what happens. Trust. You really will be amazed how afraid people are. Some people like me, I can't get a haircut right now unless I cut my own hair. but it's the truth. It's the truth. Like people can't go a lot of places and get they can't do their usual routines. Everything is haywire right now. And so you gotta be praying up. You gotta do what you gotta do. Adjust, you got to adjust to this lifestyle we're living in right now for a season. Because it's only for a season, y'all. It's only for just like we got different growing seasons, we got different seasons with this world we live in. And so we just gotta adapt to it, but be prayerful and mindful and continue to keep ourselves mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, and physically healthy, no matter what. No matter what, and stay close to our families no matter what. That's one thing we got to do to our immediate family, friends, but like that, what have you. Do what you got to do, and be safe, and you know have fun too as well. Don't let this block your blessings. Don't let this stop you from doing with your usual routines. But be mindful of where you are and what you're doing, and stay safe. Keep your hands clean, your face clean. Yeah, yeah. And eat healthy. More importantly, eat healthy and exercise. Go for a walk. Hey, Supreme. Hey, man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Everybody's showing up out of the blue now. It's so funny. We just talking about gardening for beginners. I went to uh, a brief little introduction of it, but it wasn't too full detail really on how I wanted to, actually teach today. But that's all right. It's good seeing you. It's good seeing you. I hope everything is well up there in your neck of the woods in Florida. Florida, think Florida. Yeah, it's good seeing you guys. Is my battery low? Yeah, the battery's low. You gonna let Daddy do his thing? So just stay healthy, keep it going, man. Keep it grow what you can afford. If you gotta use, cheap soils, do what you gotta do. To start your garden. It's hot. I'm glad. Well, it's cool a little bit over here. It's cool over here, y'all. It is actually in the 50s, I believe, and that's normal for over here at Central Valley at times. Thank you, Starduster. I appreciate it. Because people, sometimes especially for beginner gardeners, they get afraid to start, because they think they got to get everything at one time, and you don't. If you can't afford to get, certain soils, just buy the cheapest thing you can afford. He is doing well, getting into everything. Man, Supreme, this dude, he's very tall, and he got longer, so he gets into everything, climbing on the couch and then whatnot, and walking a little bit. If I put him down right now, he gonna whine, y'all. So I don't want him to cry. Yeah. That's good though, y'all in the 80s. We were up in the six. It was so weird. Our weather in April is weird. It's just weird. Hey, backyard garden. Oh my god, what everybody coming on now? This is funny. I was just closing. It was a long close, but we'll try out for a little bit longer. It's good seeing you, Miss Backyard Gardener. Welcome to the channel. This is our live. I'm glad you was able to chime in right quick. Just made a brief, conversation on how to start a garden, and for the new beginners. It's not how I wanted to go and with the conversation, but it's all right. We're gonna adjust. We're gonna freestyle it. This is our first live this year, 2020. It's good seeing you, Miss Backyard Gardener. Thank you for chiming in. You want to mess with the blinds? Okay. You're fine. Oh, you want to hold on to my leg? No. Don't mess with that. No. You can't mess with that, sir. That is not a toy. It is really good seeing you guys. I do not have the charger for this thing. Yeah, it's That's funny, Supreme. How you doing, Backyard Gardener? How is this over there in Michigan? I believe you're in Michigan, right? How's the weather? How is your family? Y'all doing all right? Everyone is good. Thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it. It's good being on here today. It's good Sabbath day for some. That's good. That's really good. You working in the garden. It's really good. It's really good. I was out there this morning just looking at some of the stuff, making sure that everything's okay. Um, just being grateful for what we do have. Because I was telling my wife, I'm like, well, everything that's going on, I'm glad that she agreed to for us to start a garden. I'm grateful for I'm grateful for her and what she does for our family, how she help out, you know, uh, with everything we do in our home. My wife is a big key to our garden and our family. So it's very important that you have a great spouse that's agrees with you in what you're doing. You want your Minky, sir? Oh, really? Are you stuck? Look, there you go. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you got to multitask. You really do have to multitask, man. Here, take this. Look at that. Play with that.
Yeah, but that's what I want to talk about, guys. I'm gonna get off of here so you guys can go ahead and finish with your day. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. I learned years ago that family is important. Keeping in contact. Doing what you got to do. My parents taught me well as a young man. Growing up in a fast paced environment, moving to a slow paced environment. My family taught me a lot. My parents taught me a lot. My father is the one who taught me a lot. My mom as well. It's been good talking to you too, Let. That video we're gonna post it today, later on tonight or tomorrow. I gotta make sure my wife look at it first to make sure it's legit. But you do know already what we talked about earlier. Um, but it was a blessing, reaching out to you all, getting to talk to you all. I did not really go into deep content of what I want to talk about, but that's all right. And I was kind of nervous a little bit. I don't know why, but you know, it's all good. But thank you everyone for participating in the chat today. 7 is a great number. We had 7 people in total on today, and that's the number of I believe, new beginnings, something like that. Anyway, but it was great. So 7 is a great number. Huh. There's many blessings in that number. But thank you all. Thank you to everyone who supported today. Have a great day. Continue to eat healthy. Keep your immune system boosted. Stay away from toxic people if you can. Don't let anyone try to knock your blessings. There's favor all around you guys. Remember that there's favor and blessings that will come in your way. Just believe and receive it, and know that God got you. You're protected. Keep praying to Him. Right, say right. Yeah, He's always talking, y'all. God is going to supply, like I told y'all, He's going to supply all your needs until His receiving glory through Christ. And so many blessings. I will see you in the next live stream. I will let you guys know when that will be. I will post it up. Follow us on Instagram if you have one. It's NJ Cali Gardner. This is my name. Also, our Facebook page is NJ Cali Gardner and Family. I will post a link to that in the next video we do with that dance challenge. May y'all all be at peace and have a blessed weekend and week to come. Peace out, y'all.